Yes team, what is happening? So a little bit of a different video today. We're going to be doing a weekend in the life of an army reservist and a hybrid athlete. Following on from High Rocks Manchester last week, I haven't really trained. Today was my first proper training day back. I've done 2 sessions already today, which was a zone 2 run and strides, and then just a really easy bike ride on Zwift on the indoor trainer. Now it's currently 6:40 in the evening, and I am off to the reserve centre to start this weekend. It's an artisan training weekend, so tonight I'm delivering a toolbox talk just around the stuff that we'll be doing on the weekend. I'll try and show you as much of that as I can. Obviously we can't show everything, but then we will also be getting hands-on tasks tomorrow, which there'll be a couple of tasks that we're doing basically for maintenance around the reserve centre, but also it's a place that we go every Tuesday night and most weekends. So it's upskilling us within our trade role, but then making where we train and where we are most times a much nicer place. So let's take you on this weekend and let's see how we get on. So we're just checking through all the kit and equipment for the weekends. Just gone through a toolbox talk with the lads, basically getting them up to date with what all the tools are. There's a lot more here than what we're going to be using. It's all task dependent, mainly just health and safety being the priority. And if you don't know, ask. There's no stupid questions basically. So just going to go through a couple more bits now, basically going through mixes and things like that. And then I'll just be getting hands-on in the morning, really. Right, so just pulled up for day 2. Well, I say day 2, this is the first full day. So yesterday we had the evening, which is basically just going through toolbox talk with the lads, making sure that everybody, put the light back on. Just going through a toolbox talk with the lads, making sure that everybody knew what all the kit and equipment was, because there's some of it that we don't use on a daily basis. And even like for myself, who has got experience within trades, it's quite a bit of skill fade. You learn it more when you get hands-on. Gonna go in now for first parade and get our taskings for the day. Actually see what we're doing, what needs doing, how to break it down, how we're gonna split down. Got me McDonald's coffee, so it's going to give me a little kickstart for the morning. I'll see how much I can bring you on today, try and show you as much as possible. And then we've got a training session this evening as well, which might change depending on what time we finish up here for the day. It's always the case. Sometimes you are away all weekend, but for the most part, it'll be Friday. I'll make sure to always get my training sessions in. And then Sunday evening when I'm home, I usually get a training session in, as long as it hasn't been too difficult of a weekend and depending on what time you get back and things like that. So yeah, I'll try and bring it on as much as I can for today, and then we'll probably get to the gym tonight and do a session then, but I'll keep you up to date on that as we go. Let's go. Right, so tasking for today is going to be basically to build some benches around the side here. It's kind of like an orders area, and then a model pit will go into the centre here eventually. So again, first time some of the lads have been on the tools, so I'll be excited to see how we get on. Lads working away. So that's what the lads have been doing today. First time on brickwork for some of them, first time doing block work, so really good effort from everyone. So I'm back home. I'm just about to do 40 minutes on Zwift, because this is all I've got time for basically. Got home a lot later than expected, which can happen on army weekends sometimes. You don't know how long taskings will take, and you're there pretty much until you get the job done. It'll be quite similar tomorrow. We've got a few different taskings. We've got everything done that we need to do today in terms of getting the pillars and that done. I don't think they're going to be dry to continue that job tomorrow, so we'll be doing some block work on a different part. And again, now that the lads have got a bit more experience, it should be quite quick considering that they've got hands on. But yeah, I'm tired. I honestly don't want to be doing this, but you've got to put feelings to one side if you want to get to your goals and you want to achieve them goals as well. So for me, I could just be sat in now, could be having me dinner, could be sitting down watching a film. It's a Saturday night. Instead of in here, I'm going to get a good sweat on the bike, because not because I want to, but because I need to. And that's the thing, it's when you've got your wants and your needs. When you need to do something, you will do it, you'll show up, and you've got to have a strong enough why to be able to do that. So for me, this is the thing that I need to do. Whether fortunate or not, I've just got to get over myself and I've just got to get it done. As soon as I'm done, back in, dinner, shower, and then a little chill this evening before I'm back over tomorrow to get on with more Army Reserve stuff. And then afterwards, I think we've got threshold intervals tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll see how we'll get on with them. Hopefully it'll be a bit of an earlier dart. It usually is on a Sunday, so we should get to the gym a decent time. But then we'll be into threshold intervals, so I'll bring you along for that as well. Right, let's get into the Swift ride. Sweaty one that, 30 minutes done. Just got one of the volcano routes done on Zwift. Basically zone 2 effort for the most part, but there was like a bit of an effort in the middle with a hill and some elevation. So it was 181 meters of elevation, 17k in total. So yeah, feeling good. Made up that I've done it, and that's the thing, it's always your mind telling you that you can't do no more, no mass. But in reality, when you need to do it, you'll find a way and you'll get it done. And look at that new FTP increase as well. I haven't tested this in a while, but obviously something's going right. Only been back on the bike a couple of times in this training block, so excited to see where we can get that to. So we're back for day 2, or day 3, it's Sunday anyway. We'll get our taskings this morning when we go in on first parade. Just went to the Mackies to get a coffee. I am quite tired and a bit sore today. Regardless, when we finish today, I'll go home, get something to eat, and then I'll be back in the gym for some threshold intervals on the treadmill. I'm going to do them on today, just to make sure that I'm staying accurate to my pace. I can measure my heart rate and things like that. Probably get a sauna session in afterwards as well. We'll go in now, finish my coffee, see what taskings we've got for today, and then just go from there. Just a bit of what we've done today. So we've got a bridge panel in there. The 2 of the chippy lads attached these little wood battens to the wall so we could attach the bridge panel in. We levelled it off, and then me and the other bricky lads that I was teaching yesterday put some block work in the bottom, basically just to secure it. I mean that like we can work off it as well. So this stuff we'll be using for DEMS practice on drill nights on a Tuesday. Right, so we got home about 90 minutes ago. I had a little sit down for about half an hour, 40 minutes. Yeah, like at this point on a Sunday, you just feel tired. You know, it's coming up to tea time now. It's about 20 past 4, half 4, something like that. But I've still got a session that needs doing. So this is the part where you don't want to do it, but you just have to show up regardless. You're trying to bargain with yourself, everything under the sun. I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it the next day. But there is no tomorrow. I've got to hit this session to hit my training volume for this week. I've got to go and get it in regardless, you know. We're going to the gym, we're just going to get on the treadmill and we're going to press start, and then the session is going to happen. But that's the thing with some of these days, you work all week and then you go away with the reserves on the weekend, and it's, yeah, a 7-day week. It is quite tiring. Even though you're surrounded by your friends and stuff, it's good energy, it does get quite tiring. So we'll get this session done. But knowing after it, I've ticked the box for the week. And then also I'm going to Emma's mum and dad's for a Sunday roast, which is basically a Sunday ritual for us. I can get some good nutrition in afterwards too. Got some electrolytes, so get good hydration in. And then, yeah, going to try and push the pace on these thresholds, just see where my heart rate is at. Mainly going to go off heart rate over pace, which I'll always do if I'm feeling like really tired and fatigued. I'll always pick my heart rate figure over what my suggested threshold pace should be. So we'll see how we get on when we get there. So honestly, that session didn't go how I expected it to in terms of the intervals. So it's supposed to be like a 10-minute warm-up, just like steady zone 2. Then 7 5-minute intervals at a threshold pace with 60 seconds recovery in between. So that can be a run or a walk. So I was trying to run the recovery. Got onto my second interval and it was like, my heart rate was still pretty low. So at the bottom end of my threshold, heart rate was around like 160. Wanted to try and get it to about like a 168, but my breathing, my respiratory rate was up. And that's, for me, from experience and training, is when I know it's a sign to kind of just be like, hey, like, are we going to carry on here, or, you know, what's going to happen? And yeah, obviously with all the stuff I'd going on this weekend, just like even just having a bit less sleep and my nutrition not being as good and consistent as it is during the week, it's something that you have to mitigate. And I got to the gym and I got something done. So I got like 30 minutes done. I got 3 intervals done at threshold instead of 7. And yeah, apart from that, I just like was really focusing on me running form. All of them again were slightly above the pace that was programmed, which is great. It means that I'm getting fitter, but I'll just save it because I'm going to be back training in 12 hours time anyway. So I think that's really important to note, is that you show up and then you make the decision. Don't make the decision at home and go, I'm too tired, person two, because I've still got half an hour of work in that I wouldn't have done otherwise. So I'm gonna go and refeed now on a roast dinner. Probably gonna sign this off here because I need to get this edited this evening to keep up with my streak of 1 video a week. Please give this video a like and subscribe. As I say, I'm uploading every week. I've got so many good things coming up. So I'm gonna get a video done in a couple of weeks time where it's gonna be Army RFT, which I'll be leading with my regiment. Got obviously the Firefighters Duathlon in March, got the Liverpool Half Marathon the week after that in March. So I've got a lot of exciting things coming up, and especially like leading on later into the year that I can't quite talk about yet, but there's big things coming. So please like, subscribe, share it with your friends and family, and comment down below if you like this style of video. If you're into more and you want to see more of like the green side, the army side of things, then let me know on how I balance me training between. Right, love yous and leave yous. Peace